Now I'm gonna be making my bed, and today I was lazy, so lazy that when I went out of the bed, I didn't even look back. But I had to do it for the routine I made for myself, for the person I want to become, for the version I'm building for myself. So I was like, no, let me move from bed no matter what. Anyway, this is a reset kind of video because I'm gonna be doing a lot of cleaning, of organizing, and arranging. Now I'm gonna be scrubbing these floors and make sure that the dirt is gone and make sure that everywhere is clean. Bedroom is the area which I spend most of my time in and always love to make it look cute, organized, and arranged. Everywhere I look has to be organized.
gonna be reading the Quran, and I always love to do that each and every day. Make sure that I feed my soul. I add to what I know. And one thing I had to put every day in my routine is to read the Quran every day. Make sure that I also give Allah time, learn the words of Allah. Even if a day you read Allah's name, but always you add to what you know, or you get to understand what you know. And that's why I always love to do the reading and also the journaling. I get to understand what I'm actually reading.
And there are different things that could happen for people when they actually attain becoming friends of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in that status. There's an exclusive status. There's an exclusive tier, which is a Khalil, which is Ibrahim alayhi salam first. Ibrahim alayhi salam, that special exclusive friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where Allah chose Ibrahim alayhi salam. And someone says, you
So the next thing I'm going to be doing is this Quran journaling. Many people actually don't give this time, but it is not that hard as you may think. Just get your notebook, iPad, anything which is easy for you, and get where you're going to translate the surah you want to be reading, you want to be understanding.
says, you go through the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam and you hear all of these things that he was put through. And I know that the days of the Hajj are over and you guys, we've been hearing khutbahs about Ibrahim alayhi salam for the last few months, or for the last month, but pay attention to this for a moment. You see the stages of Ibrahim alayhi salam and you go, did it really have to be that harsh? Did he really have to go through this and this and this and this and this and that? But here's the thing.
This surah is going to be translated in English, which I understand, which I know the meaning. And one thing about this surah, it's going to make you be grateful, it's going to make you believe, it's going to make you erase all the doubts you have in your head or your heart. It talks about believing even when you can't see. Gives you the example of the birds. Can't you see the birds? They fly without any help.
Also talks about the mountains, the hills. It talks about a lot of things, and you can get a lot of knowledge. And one thing I had to do for myself, relate to find the hidden meaning in the surah. How can I put them in the life I'm living now?
To look for what you can understand in this surah, what this surah is talking about, and what do you get from that surah. What was Allah talking about in that surah? So if you're looking where to start now, start anywhere, start on any surah you want. When it comes to Quran journaling, this is your sign.
Al-Khulla, or to attain that status of Khalid, Allah empties out everything and fills that only with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That heart has to be elevated to a place where it is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and everything is cast within that love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what he went through with his father, of course there was compensation for that. What he went through with his son, with Ismail alayhi salam. The story doesn't end with the sacrifice of Ismail alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives him, of course, many children after that.
One thing I decided to do is to always read the Quran. Even if I give it a little amount of time in the day, but I always make sure that I have to open it during any day. So
Right? Many sons after that. So not only did he not lose Ismail alayhi salam, Allah blessed him with many children after that. So Allah replaces what he loses. And the Prophet ﷺ said that the first person to be dressed on the Day of Judgment would be Ibrahim alayhi salam, because of how he was stripped and thrown into.
we're going to be doing a video talking about Quran journaling, where you can start, what to expect, what to do, what to start with. Many people be like, I don't have that, I don't have this. But even if you only have your notebook, your phone, and that's it, you can do this. Start on any surah you want. One thing I had to include every day in my life is that I feed my soul, make sure that I not only read the Quran but also understand it. Take one step at a time. When it comes to Quran journaling, always look for secret meaning, always look for what is the surah teaching you? What do I get from this surah? So something quick came up and I had to get ready as fast as I can because the time was not on my side. Thank you for watching. Salam alaikum. Have a lovely day.